How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Humane is a new horror film directed by Caitlyn Cronenberg that tells the story of an environmental collapse that is forcing humanity to shed 20% of its population. A family dinner then goes erupt into chaos when a father's plan to enlist in the government's new program goes horribly awry. Now, the film stars Baruchel, Emily Hampshire, and Peter Gallagher. And as far as first-time director films go, I think this is a perfect vehicle for Caitlyn Cronenberg. I think the concept for this movie is absolutely great. I thought there was a lot that you could do with this type of material. The problem with this movie is that once we get into the tough decision where this group of family has to pick which one of them is going to be a second body, in order for these government officials to really reduce the population, they have to take at least, I believe, 2 people from a household. And so now you're stuck in this concept where you have to pick one of these characters to eventually get knocked off. The problem with these characters is that you're not really fully invested in any single one of them because you really don't get the time to know who these characters are because you're just tossed into this situation. And once the situation starts to go down, then you really don't care as to which one of these two can go because you're just thinking, can't they all just pretty much go? Because quite frankly, they're all annoying, and I was not rooting for any one of these characters. I think the character that has the most that you can root for is played by Sebastian Stachon, who I do apologize if I butchered the name, but he's dating a recovering addict, and his parents really aren't the biggest fan of the people that he dates because they're all recovering addicts. And now he's trying to build up the attempt to tell his family that he's dating this person, and really that's only one of the only characters that really gets any kind of character development. Another character that kind of gets a little bit more character development, a little bit a little bit more of this character, is played by Baruchel, who plays a racist who says he's not racist, which we all know those type of people. I thought those were the only 2 characters in this movie that had some kind of characterisms, and so on paper I think this would be a fantastic 5-minute short. I think that is where this concept kind of lives. But I really like the attempt that Caitlyn Cronenberg does with this movie because it's something new, it's something original, but at the same time, there are still moments here where there's not enough room for tension. There's not a lot of moments where you're trying to save one of these characters because you really don't care. And with some movies like this, their characters that are there to be cannon fodder and just there to be picked off. But when you have a situation like this, where you have a concept like this, you kind of want somebody to root for. You just really don't root for anybody in here because really nobody in here is all that likable. Great cinematography, great set design. I love the one location setting. There are great things that you can do in a concept like this. I just feel like they didn't really do much to really expand on the concept and do something more thrilling and more exciting where you're at the edge of your seat because you never feel that kind of tension. You never feel for any of these characters. And once we get to the ending, it just ends abruptly, and you could have gone for another 10-15 minutes just to flesh out the ending just a little bit more. But overall, I'm going to go ahead and give Humane a 4 out of 10. A great concept that I thought could have been developed a little bit better, just wasn't for me. But those are my thoughts on Humane. Have you guys checked it out? Have you heard of this movie? Go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys for the next video.